Hello, my people. It's Christy Day, and today we are talking about felt hats made around the resist. Okay, this is a super fun hat that is about to go on its next stage to define exactly what kind of hat it's going to be. So I wanted to show you kind of how it starts out so that you could see just how much you could do with a felted hat. Okay, now this hat is nowhere near finished, but I wanted to show you how I started it in case instead of the other hats, because we have the simple hats, well, that were sort of simple, made with yarn, and that's just wrapping yarn around a ball and felting it. You can still see the yarn, right? Yes. So you could felt it, needle felt it around and then resist it. And those are different videos. I did this one and then people asked me about it and then I made you guys this one on camera. Totally different yarn, much harder because the yarn is crazy thin in some spots. So try to use a thicker yarn if you're going to try to do something like this. But then I thought, you know what, my friend Sarah came over and she wanted to make a classic felt hat because she wanted a pirate hat. And we were playing with the pattern and I thought, I gotta show the people this because this hat could be so many things. Okay, it started out over resist. So I made a bubble wrap resist. And this is crazy, way too long. I ended up cutting off a ton of this extra edge. You do not need to go out that far at all. I cut off like this much of it once I kind of got it pre-felted. Right now it's pre-felted. So it's not fully felted yet. It's still kind of fuzzy, see? I mean, it's pretty good, but it's gonna need some more. But look, I can change it right now into all these different stages. Okay, so how are we gonna make this hat? Wait, time out, Christine, back up. What do you mean? You made it around resist. Okay, well, if you are new to felting, you know that if you take wool batting, just like you do the shoes, just like you do anything else pretty much everything on my channel is around a resist, whether it's a tunic top that's Nuno felted or a boot that is wet felted or whatever, you're going around a resist. So you're laying down in 90-degree area, you're batting several layers over and under, and then when you're done, you end up with a 2D piece. Okay, now I have to get rid of this ridge because my stuff actually made a little seam there. That's an accident. Okay, you don't really want that to happen, but you can fix it. So you end up with a 2D sort of thing. And this one was like 2D like this, and it was like had way length out here, and I've been trimming it as I go. So I thought, you know what, it was just so massive that I had to start cutting. So I put it on my head once I opened it up. And I started working it around this to fix this part. Because initially all this was like this. I've been fixing it. My hair. I've been fixing it. So making it rounder on here. And I pulled it apart too much and I got a hole in there. So I gotta fix my hole even. But remember, this is my foam, my great stuff foam that I sprayed into a colander and then let it dry and then lifted it out. And now I have a little head thing. Well, a head with some dents in it, but nevertheless, a head that works to felt against to fix this dome part. But look what we can do. We can turn it into a sort of a bushcraft type hat by putting it up like this. We can turn it into a hippie hat sort of a Janis Joplin thing by going like this. We could cut it. I thought about, should I cut it into little petals and give it sort of a petal thing going on and have all these little petals coming out, because initially it was going to be my flower hat, you know. And so I was thinking of Black-Eyed Susan, and then the black center of the hat would be like the top of Black-Eyed Susan. So I thought, oh, I could do that. Then I thought, wait a second, I could roll this up and roll up the brim and make it more, you know, ooh, I could have one up and one rolled. What? That's an interesting look. There's so many things you could do. You could turn it into a cowboy hat. You know, you make it a little more like this, up around like this, and then you're going to have more of it. You're going to have to do some, you're going to have to put a dent in up here to make it more of a cowboy hat. But that can be done. But I thought to myself, what I really need to do, you could like trim one side of it, then you have more like this. You could go down like this. It's endless what you could do. You could have so much fun making a hat, and it's not really difficult at all. Okay, if you can go around and resist, you can make a little tiny felted bowl, then you can make a hat. So I just wanted to show you that and get your hat making on. But I think I said to myself, what I'm going to have to do, you could even make a tri-hat, like if you're a reenactor and you want to make like a revolutionary hat, you could, I mean, all you do is trim this brim and you could kind of start shaping it and folding it up any way you want. And you could be like a little tri-fold American Revolution hat. Wouldn't that be fun? I mean, it would be fun, but I'm not a man, and I'm not a revolutionary reenactor. So I thought to myself, I'm going to have to think about what purpose is this hat going to be? Is this going to be a hat that's going to protect me in the sun when I'm out at the pool with the kids this summer? In which case, would I be wearing a felt hat? Probably not. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start rolling this up a little bit. I think this is going to be a hat to wear in church, actually, because I've become super Catholic. And when I say super Catholic, I mean a person who wears a veil, like a Vatican I type of Catholic, but I'm not anti-Vatican II by any way, shape, or form. I just want to be respectful to God and cover my head because I feel like that's what God's calling me to do. So I thought some days when I go places where my parish people don't really wear veils, I wear a veil. I'm like the only one who does. But if I don't want to wear a veil and I feel like it would just be too much, I could wear a hat. And so I think it's going to be a little more conservative. I think I'm going to have to try to make this a little more conservative and cut back just a little bit and make it smaller. But that's what you could do with a hat. Talk to you later. Love you, people. And if you have any questions at all, just put it down in the comments and we'll talk about hat making some more. Bye-bye.